Afro-Fin is being subjected to a racist abuse for being selected for Swedish celebration of light in Finland. Let's head to the street to see exactly what people think about this kind of thing happening in Finland again. Let's go. About what happened with the Lucia celebration this year?
No, I haven't followed the news.
Oh,
Sorry.
you haven't followed the news?
No, I'm Swedish speaking, so Lucia is close to my heart. But
Exactly, there was excessive. And what happened? So I'm doing fine. Did you hear about this Lucia celebration and
yeah,
what happened about it?
Yeah, I heard about it. I haven't read it too much, but I looked at it and it doesn't seem too good what they said about her, who she was the Lucia. And I don't know what's the problem with people with that. I don't know.
And how do you feel that racism still sort of surface in Finland, especially when it's directed to a young generation of Finnish citizens?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I think that specifically young people aren't that much racist that the older generation in here in Finland, because I'm from a small town, and especially in there you can see the kind of old ways of thinking. I don't know what's the problem with that, but I think the young generation is doing a bit better and going in the right direction with that.
Well, I'm happy you're saying this, because for me, I'm deeply sad for younger generation to face this kind of situation.
Yeah.
But what do you think that the government could do to actually, respond to this kind of attack?
Well, I'm not quite sure that what the government could do. I think it's more of the people's responsibility to change their thinking about these kind of things. I don't know how the government could fix that alone. I think it's our responsibility to fix our own thinking.
Okay. You live here now in Helsinki? Or?
No.
Okay.
I'm just moving to Espoo, but next month. Next month.
Right. Thank you very much. How old are you? If I'm
23. 23.
Okay. So you are still within the Gen Z generation.
Yeah.
All right. And what do you think about it?
I'm sorry, it's wrong. I
It's
think
wrong, yeah?
yes, racists should behave better.
Especially now that it's in Finland, this thing is still coming up. How do you
Do you-
think? Yeah, we're filming. We're just making an interview because we want to
Where
get
is
people's
going
opinion.
this?
It's on YouTube.
No, well,
It's people like us
yeah,
are going
I
to
know,
change
I know,
the society.
I know it's important. I had a really long hours.
But it's not just
But
one
anyway,
comment.
yes,
One
but-
comment. What do you think about it, and how do you think the government or society should respond to this kind of thing? That's all.
This kind of thing should stop. Like I think it's really, really like a wrong thing. Yes.
Thank you so much. You listen?
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Have a good one. Yeah. Sort of recording about. Did you hear about what happened with Lucia celebration this year?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to tell me, how do you feel that this is still coming up in Finland at this particular time? Mostly, especially when it's directed to young generation. What do you think?
It's awful. I mean, it's not. I don't know how to say it, but it's so totally wrong. I mean, it's a very stupid thing to do. But
And how do you think? What do you think? Or how do you think society or even government should respond to this kind of thing? Because it keep just happening. What's your take?
I don't know. They are not doing much. They are not doing enough. So they just keep it like.
Helsinki or?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. About this Lucia thing that happened. I don't know if you heard about it.
From
You
Sydney.
from Sydney. Celebration.
Yeah,
What happened about it?
some of it, yeah, but not much.
So what do you think? Actually, we're making just gathering opinion from people to
Okay.
actually know what people think and how they feel about it. So my question to you is, how do you feel that still now in Finland this kind of issue is still coming up?
Well, I do not agree with it at all. I don't think it matters, the skin color of the Lucia person. And I've been really disappointed in the Finnish people that it has become an issue. So no, I don't feel good about it at all.
Do you live here in Helsinki?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, or how do you think government or even the citizen, how should they respond to this kind of thing?
That's a good question. Raise their voice. I think at least the government should say that this is not okay and that we don't accept this, because they have the biggest voice in here, so, and the biggest impact. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and that's all I have for you. Thank you for your time. My question for you is, how did you feel when you hear that this kind of thing is still happening in Finland?
I felt very bad and sad. I don't think that we should treat anyone like that. It was so wrong and disgusting.
Well, what then do you think that, or how do you think government or even the society should respond to this kind of thing? Because it keep happening and happening and happening again.
Yeah, I think we should take like more actions against that kind of racist behavior. It's not acceptable in any form.
The biggest challenge is that, of course, the older generation have faced this kind of, or people like us, but it becomes even more troubling where it is directed to, or the younger generation are still facing this kind of situation, and that will affect them not just on their personality but even career-wise. That there might be people there that are just, wouldn't give them chance just because they have a drop of black blood in their system. So, this person that is actually, this attack was directed to. How would you, or what do you suggest she should do?
Well, I don't have any simple solution for that. I think it's probably best that she has already done, that she's been keeping quiet, because there's no. I think it has a certain significance that she is quiet and not talking about it, because, well, then we can see that those really dark powers are now taking over. But still, I think you have to have some calmness in you to be like her. I think I appreciate that quite much, actually. And I don't know what should she do. I'm not the one to tell her. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. All right. What was your thought about it? Tell me.
Well, it's absolutely devastating that there's still this kind of hate and racism in Finland. Can't even imagine how that felt, and just.
And yourself, what do you think?
I agree with her. I don't have anything to add to that.
Okay. And what do you guys think, or how should the citizens or the society at large, and then the government, how should they respond to this kind of thing? Because it keep happening and happening again. The older generation, which is people like us, it's fine, but the younger ones, it doesn't just affect them personally. It also affects them with their career and stuff like that. Think about it. This is just people protesting that this shouldn't happen, and she's been subjected to this attack, and But when it comes to people like these monsters sitting in some offices or have the possibility to give them job based on merit, based on their determination, and they deprive them from that just because they have a drop of blood in their system. What do you think that government or society should respond to this kind of thing? What do you guys think?
Well, the topic should be brought up. We should talk about the issue here, absolutely. And but it's we have to do something, because it's not okay. But how we do it, it depends. Do you have
any solution for this?
If
we all agree that this is a problem, what's the best way forward?
I don't really know. I haven't thought about it.
Okay. Man, do you play basketball?
Nah, football.
Wow.
I play basketball.
You play basketball. Okay, cool. So where are you guys from? Helsinki? Or?
Yeah, Helsinki.
And yourself, right?
Yeah, too.
All right, buddy. It was nice talking, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good. How do you think Finland should respond to this kind of thing?
Well, first of all, they should discuss about the people who are running the country at the moment, because there are several people on the minister positions who shouldn't be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your time. I have a question for you. I have a question. So there is this thing that happened with the Lucia celebration this year. Did you hear about it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't hear about it? Okay. All right, thanks. Excuse me?
Yes.
So we are taking Lucia celebration this year. You heard what happened?
Yes, yeah, I know, but I don't want to comment. Yeah.
You don't want to comment about it? Is it a good thing? All right, thank you. Opinion, what you think about it, and if you...
I think the right girl wins.
The right girl wants, yeah?
Absolutely.
And what do you think that the government should do to stop this kind of thing?
Sorry.
What do you think the government should do to stop this kind of
My
racism?
English is so bad about these kind of things. I don't...
No, it's all right. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. I have a quick question for you.
Okay.
Did you hear about this Lucia situation that happened?
Yes, I did.
How about you? Did you hear?
Yes.
So what do you think about it? That this is still happening in Finland at this particular time?
Are you recording this?
It definitely is going on record, because what we're trying to do is actually get people's opinion and get Finnish people to react
Okay.
and to do the, whatever is possible to stop this kind of behavior. So that's why we're doing
Yeah,
this.
that's for a good cause.
So my simple question is, what do you think the citizens and of course the government should do in order to stop this kind of thing? Because people like us, older generations, have been facing this, but now it's particularly directed to younger ones. So what do you guys think? How should we solve this problem?
I think it's super horrible. I think we should implement more anti-racism for sure by the government, and even in the school, beginning from a young age. I think it's super important.
Thank you.
For sure.
And what do you think? What do you think?
Well, now talking about the specific Lucia case, I think what one citizen could do is, of course, to speak up, share the positive posts on social media, for example, against this racism for this Lucia case. And well, I heard there's some charity for this Lucia cause, so of course donating and supporting the race for the Lucia thing. And well, those are two things that come to my mind.
Definitely, that's a valid point. I appreciate that. If let's say like the girl or the person that was actually directed to this attack, how do you guys think that she should, respond? Because until
She should respond.
yeah, how should she respond?
It's not her job to have to respond. I think it's our society who has to take responsibility. Yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure on her.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And this is just all. We just want, people know that this is happening and how can we solve it. But I appreciate. Are you guys from Helsinki?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you're from Helsinki.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for the time, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate your
Nice to meet
time.
you.
Pleasure. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Yeah. Thank you. Celebration. So I have only two questions, very brief.
Okay.
So first of all, what do you think that, or how do you feel that this is still happening in Finland, specifically when it's been directed to Afro-Finn,
Yeah.
that represent, the diversity in this country? What do you think?
Well, I'm appalled because my husband is not from Finland. He's a Persian, but racism is present to our family every day, and I am appalled that Finland is such a right-wing racist country at the moment, and I think it shouldn't be that way.
Wow. I think but what can I say? The reason why it's even more disturbing is because older generations of, let's say, Africans or people from with different background have been facing this kind of unspeakable act of people thinking that they should suffer because they are not thin.
Yeah.
Okay, but the most troubling thing now is that even the younger generations are starting to feel the uneasiness with people not willing to even give them chance.
Yeah.
How do you think that the society or the government should respond to this kind of thing?
Well, obviously, as I said earlier, I'm not a friend of the government. It's the right-wing government and it's horrible. And even our Riikka Purra is a racist and I don't like her. What I think we should do is break the government and make a new one. And what we should do is make a government that respects the workers, different religions, different colors, because we are all human in eyes of, well, I'm religious, so eyes of God.
Yeah.
And I think it's horrible that this is happening this day and age in Finland that should be a democratic and liberal country. It's not okay.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.
No problem.
Have a good one, yeah?
I'm just actually